What I thought would be fun to do is to use her 2-page PDF, put it into ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT to create a 10-question skill assessment to test whether frontline managers can show gratitude to their employees reporting to them. And we're going to use this PDF from Deb. So what I'm going to do is take the prompt that I want to give it to ChatGPT, and I'm going to take the PDF, and I haven't actually done this with ChatGPT. So let's do a little reflection.
I read an article, and I can't remember where I read this article, but it was talking about the impact that AI has on performance and the difference between high performers and low performers. And what it talked about is low performers who are using ChatGPT, it's bringing their performance up to a higher level, increasing their qualities. When we look at the coaching tips, we look at them and we say, well, those are really good tips. I would argue that we're probably all high performers and we would know that. But if ChatGPT is pulling something that's a less quality answer, or is giving something that's not quite correct, or pulling from a context that's not quite the right context, the low performers who now appear to be higher performers, will they have the knowledge to be able to say, that's not right, I'm not doing that? That would be it's something that I'm really interested in.
Stephanie, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I think it's more about like the person, your skill set. What do you bring to the table and how you utilize these tools? Because like you mentioned, Shelley, anybody can use it, right? To a certain extent. But then it's about how to use it. If you know the skills, like if you learn how to use it and then you add it on top of that to your skill set, I think you will become powerful, not AI. So I personally do use AI. I am a big technology nerd, so I love using things that reduce repetitive tasks. So like Power Automate in 365 or AI to get faster results. But it really is about you. Like, how do you use your tools?
Let's just talk a little bit about these 26 tips that you have, and then we could do a little group activity together.
So we found 3 categories. One were practices that meant I'm growing you or grow me. The second was practices around relationships. And what does it take to really keep somebody? It's these kinds of relationships. The jerk is probably a unique one. And the third was culture.
The article that was in the Wall Street Journal about the replacement of managers, and that given what Bev was just describing about what managers do and how their role is, if they're being replaced by chat, how we use chat, whether or not it gets set up dynamically for individuals to be able to do this themselves, or whether in fact L&D is going to take and own chat and use it to be able to create the content and shape how the interaction is with the employee to do those assessments. There's some value that gets lost because the dynamic interaction that chat can do is pretty unique in terms of systems. And you don't want to lose that, but at the same time, it's certainly not efficient. So I don't know what organizations are really doing, because they're definitely getting rid of these middle managers because they don't need, they can increase the span of control, because much of the work that managers did, which was this interim bridging, right, is, technology can do that. So it's why people don't want to be middle managers anymore.